Good morning. There it is. There's the mic. Good morning, Trade Pros. Hope you're having a great morning and great start to the session. My people on YouTube, hello. Trade Pros in the room, hello. I'm back to my office today. Crazy last I don't know, 48 hours or so. I had to one second. I just heard myself on YouTube. That kind of weird. I took a little trip. I had to do a little business in Toronto. Left literally. Found out I had to go 5 p.m. Took the flight at like 7:30. Then I went in there. Then the next morning, a flight arrived like late. I got there. Anyways, point is, got there late. Was there for like 5 hours. Went back to the airport, and I came home last night late again. So I'm home. I made it here. I miss the trading desk and I miss my environment. I'm not one of those traveling traders that loves it. I actually don't like it. I've done it a lot, so I don't like it. I don't know. I guess when it comes time to traveling and trading, you find out if it's right for you, and I think you'll start loving it. If you haven't done it, you'll love it a lot at the beginning. So let's talk about the futures market. S&P is kind of flat. Nasdaq is down a little bit. Russell is up a little. Dow's a little down. It's not really like it's 1/10%. You could call them flat. All right. The shock here is that it's the futures are muted despite a pretty strong NVIDIA beat. Classic sell the news type of reaction on a really massive company name reporting huge performance, outperforming just about everything. We'll talk about that in a second. European equities are mixed as well around the board. The big story of the day and yesterday is NVIDIA. You probably read a lot of news about it, so I'll cover it quickly and then we'll talk more about the trading plan and focus your attention there. But the big story is NVIDIA. All right, going in, the bar was a 2+2 quarter. That's what they were looking for. 2+2 quarters beat revenue by 2 billion and then guide higher by 2 billion. Right? These are significant numbers. This is not, a couple dollars. This is beating by 2 billion and guiding by 2 billion. So the 2+2 is what the street and analysts were looking for. What delivered was a 2.2 plus 5 blowout earnings report. Like, this is really good numbers. Let's talk about it. Q4 EPS was 1.62 versus 1.54. That's a beat. Revenue was 68.1 versus 66.1 billion. That's also a beat. Guidance for the first quarter is 76.44 to $79 billion. This is for the quarter. All right, versus 72.6 billion expected. Again, a clear beat. All right, stock was only up 0.8% pre-market. It had a rally and then it sold off. Initial response was let's buy the stock, and then the market kind of adjusted to it and sold off. So what pardon pardon moi. What is the overhang here? What is the story? Well, China data center revenue was excluded from guidance. I think traders wanted to see a little bit more about that. It's a big market. All right. Concentration risk, rising competition. And I think it's just one of those things that, okay, yes, it beat. We know that. And it was for the past quarter. And the past quarters when the AI worries kind of started, right? It was when everyone started talking about this and turned a little bit sour on AI and started expecting bigger things and got worried about capex. So that was a big beat on Nvidia. Surprising reaction. I think the market was like, okay, sell the news. They were long and strong into the rally up on Nvidia, and they finally confirmed everyone's fears, saying that there's not. Well, they denied everyone's fears, saying, oh well, these companies they're spending so much money but they're not generating anything. Um, and so I had a really interesting discussion last night with a friend of mine that I met randomly at the airport. We didn't intend to meet. We just ran into each other at the lounge at Air Canada, and we're talking about AI, and we're like, where is this thing really going? Right? Because all these companies like Apple used to have a huge hoard of cash, and they didn't really find any opportunities to deploy that cash until we got into the AI phase, and then it almost depleted the cash. And we were talking with my friend here, and he goes, what's interesting to me is that this upcoming quarter, and I think this is the big undertone on the underbelly of this whole story. He said, this next quarter coming up is a quarter that they're gonna have to start going and borrowing money. Up until now, it was cash that they had. All right, so you have full control over cash you have. It's a different story when you start leveraging on cash that you're borrowing. And that's the point that we're at here with this AI trend is A lot of it is going to start coming from borrowed cash. A lot of the money is spent on the books for big companies, big tech companies that had cash reserves that they were hoarding. A lot of it is gone. It's gone into AI. And yes, we're seeing a development in the industry, but it's always the market is always forward looking. It wants to discount all future stuff to the net present value of today, and then that's the price of stocks. Ideally, we know it's not always efficient, but that's the goal. So, anyways, developing story there. Crypto Bitcoin's up 4.6%. All right, crypto bros in Miami Beach and sandals are bringing the Lamborghinis back out. They paid the insurance again. Bitcoin is up. Everybody is happy. It's holding above 68,000. Ethereum's up 8%. All right, reclaims the 2,000 handle, which is good. Notable strength across the crypto space this morning. All right, the next big event, NVIDIA is kind of backward looking and gives us a little bit of insight of the AI industry, but the big event that has really massive potential today to lead into a tape bomb. The tape bomb is when your trade setups and everything looks fantastic and the market just out of nowhere dumps or spikes. And it stops respecting levels, it stops respecting everything. Just big giant move to wipe out or help you if you get lucky in the direction of the trend. That's a tape bomb, a sudden repricing of assets that don't care about levels as much. The tape bomb risk today is Iran. All right. U.S. Iran are having nuclear talks underway in Geneva. All right. It's a mediated meeting. Donald Trump is in there, but the Iranian team has reasonable flexibility, is what they've said this morning. All right. Marco Rubio says Iran poses grave threat, seeking nuclear capability. I think Iran somewhere said recently that they would not develop a nuclear weapon if that's what it took, and they would promise it. All right. Anyways, this is the number one risk event for today for energy and safe haven assets. And if there's really big news, then it's going to impact the equity market just the same. But I don't think it's going to go up. I think it's going to go down. You see, like we shrugged off a 2 and 5 beat on Nvidia. I don't think if they sign a deal, the market rallies that much. But I think if they don't and things escalate, the market could drop quite a bit. It just seems like as we get to this elevated level up top at the resistance, to me, it's worrisome because it might suggest that we're not ready to break that new all-time high. We're not ready to get above 7,000. We might have another failure. We've had 6 of them so far. All right, and now we're going for a seventh test of 7,000. Let's see what happens. Key themes to watch, like I said, pardon me, NVIDIA reaction at the open, US, Iran. Jobless claims just came out. I didn't tell you what it was. I kind of just skipped the whole calendar, but jobless claims are expected at 215. They came out at 212,000. It's only 3,000 less than the expected 215. It's a good thing. There's less people that filed for jobless benefits. So it's kind of a positive labor market thing. Continuing claims were expected at 1.86. They came out at 1.83. So continuing claims are lower as well. Also a pretty good thing. We have Bowman, Moran, and Goolsby speaking today from the Fed side. Earnings, we have CoreWeave, Intuit, which is great for accounting, Autodesk, Dell, Warner Brothers, and Discovery all today. All right. We talked about the themes to watch for. Now let's turn around and let's get busy with the charts and set the trading plan for today and go over what has happened here. All right. Let's go. Spin around. Spin a Rooney. Close the camera. I kind of like to walk myself through things. Oh, it's so good to have monitors. My goodness, monitors, I've missed you so much. All right, let's get in here. Let's do one of these. Yeah, let's do one of these instead. How about that? All right, perfect. Um, Let me pull up the notes. Whoops, the notes for today. You just saw my to-do calendar. Oh no. Let me know if you want to help me with those to-dos. Okay, morning market update. Here it is. Let's put this guy here. Here's a story in the US of yesterday's session, I suppose. No, we did not want to do that. We certainly did not. All right. US session yesterday, trading day, open 69.31. We get 3/4 of a point of a reversal. downward. So we had 3/4 of a point drop to 30 off of that open, and that will be the daily low. So very bullish day. Not much downside at all off the open mark. All right, slip a few ticks and go. Right off the bat, strong bid. We saw a lot of buying balances in this area early on. We saw around the what was it, the 40-ish? There was quite a bit of buying, like a ton of buying. And then the 45 had some as well. And, in the morning time, we kind of knew it was go time to the upside. We'd set the plan bullish and we had said, we're waiting for a pullback lower, but we might not get it. If it's a very strong bull trend, you almost don't want a deep pullback. All right, you want it to just go. And so we got chopped up here a little bit, but got some opportunities to the upside. I think I was on the road trading on one monitor at the end of the day, like -6 points um on the micros, just because I didn't want to trade minis and I wasn't used to trading on a laptop. So, we missed this rally. I was already doing business stuff and on the road. We missed the rally. I did, at least. All right, we pushed higher. We unlocked the upside and we kept chugging along and set the PDH at 83.75 prior day high. Closing price was 60 half on the S&P 500. It's interesting because we closed first, so the close here is 415, but the US session is all the way to 5. I got to take a look at this because I want the prior day to close at 4 p.m. Don't want any levels after 4 to be counted as part of the US session, and I want the close to be at 415. So I got to take a look at this. Something's going on, but nonetheless, we got pretty high upside. The close was around 60 half on the S&P 500, and that kind of puts us in interesting territory. We got the upside. We got to as high as 83 yesterday. Our ultimate target was 65 and 75. All right, we're very close to 7,000. We're within knocking distance from prior day high levels. All right, daily range 53.5 points. You know that the bull is intact when the range is not 100 points anymore. Downside days have really long ranges. Upside days tend to be more muted. Around the 50 points is a good area to be looking at. That's a pretty nice day. All right. Volume 1.06 million, super low. Third consecutive session of decreasing volume, and this one is like stinky low. Like 1.06 is very, very low of a day on the US. So that worries me a little bit. All right, overnight, what we got, Globex got opened up with a gap 10 points lower. You could see it here on the chart. The close reopened. That's about a 10-point gapper to the downside. Hasn't filled yet. Doesn't have to fill. But let's see. Small upside move, and we set the overnight high at 93.25. We still haven't been able to take it out. Well, actually, we did. We took it out by a couple ticks. All right, 73.25 is now the overnight high. We pushed lower to get to where is now our flip zone for the day. It's a pretty tight one, I know, at 69.44. And also worthy to note, this is the 5-minute range resistance, or the 5-minute range high on off of the open yesterday is the exact overnight low, which is 41.25. All right. Price bid off that level, and we're kind of headed upward today into the pre-open or into the opening bell. All right, around 8:30 p.m., we took a bit of a bid, and we're still holding from that strength. All right, total volume there, 137,000 contracts. It's not great. Bad volume yesterday, not great volume this morning either. That's okay. We're gonna have to see if we see some buying. We need to have a strong day of acceptance and to take this thing higher, or else we're looking below. So one of the reasons the flip zone is so high up and so close to price is that if this swing low gets taken out, I think sell pressure comes back in, especially because we're so close to 7,000. And if we fail underneath the 7,000 by 15 points, it kind of tells you that the bulls don't have it for this push to break the 7,000. We got to do it today. It's starting to get dire. Okay, the trading plan is flip zone is 69.40 to 46. This is the swing low. Wait 1 second. Yeah, this is the swing low. Bulls need to continue to 7,000 today. It's up there. It's not too far away now. It's within spitting distance from where we're at now. We've had 6 rally failures actually above the 7K. that led to a really sustained downside trend. Now we've kind of recovered, we've rallied, and we're coming back up to 7K with the memory that we failed at so many times. Will this time be any different? All right, we may get another test of it today. I'm looking for pullback weakness at the 62 levels. There's lots of delta, lots of price structure there. All right, I'm also looking for pullbacks to the 55 level. That's just a really nice level, a lot of order flow that turned into delta. So that level here. Then below that, we're looking at the 47.50. Okay, just for volume and consolidation, and that was a great level from yesterday. And then also the last one, and not least, is obviously your flip zone at 44. So these are the four pullbacks that could be an opportunity. We're looking for order flow to qualify the levels. We're not looking for it to just touch the level and buy it and close our eyes. We're looking to, at this level or around this level, to find good qualified order flow reasons to get into the trade. So it's like order flow is our tool, and then the level triggers us to take out our tool. And when we get it, I'm certain today will be a good day. Okay. Gamma, high vol level 6,900. That's your flip. So we should be in positive gamma territory. Now call resistance 0 days to expiry 7,000, just above. It makes it a really big and important level. Call resistance for not 0 day options for multiple expiries is 70.50. 1 day max is expected at 70.20 of the move. So the 1 day max does accommodate a break above 7,000 by about 20 points or so. 1 day minimum is 68.98, about 64 points lower. And the net gamma, not net get sounds kind of cool though. It's the net GX gamma exposure positive 92 million, meaning that the dealers will have fading tendencies here, meaning that as we approach 6,900, which is 65 points below, there's going to be buying opportunity, and as you approach resistance, there will be selling opportunity. So this means that even though if we could reach 7,000 today, based on the net exposure, we'll probably be selling into the 7,000. We'll be resisting that level because GX is positive. Dealers have to sell. All right, they have to fade. They're not trending and getting on board of continuations. They're reversing and fading based on their book. Okay, gamma support level 69.52. That one's kind of clutch because it's right where our level is anyways, around the 55. Resistance level 7,000 and 70.50. Okay, that's what I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed this update. Let me see what you are saying on YouTube. I haven't looked at any comments yet from anywhere. Oh, there's the chat. That's weird. It's in a different place. Morning, Marco. Prashant. Uh, hey, thank you. The best back of the head in the industry. Uh, this guy is the best back of the head in the industry. I'm tired, bro. I'm very tired, Mickey. I mean, you found out why I barely slept, but I got the energy. It's all good. Um, I've not been able to get into your meeting room. My credentials do not work. Marco, let's figure that out. Email Donna. Um, Donna at thebusinessname.com, at tradeproacademy.com. She's got you. She'll make it work. She'll figure it out. But yeah, YouTube, love you. Have a great day. Check out our community. We we do live trading every single day, live analysis. We post the replays. We work together. We help each other. We slide in the DMs and show love and show support and help each other when there's struggles and celebrate wins together. But dial in expectations. It's great what we do. The course is being live taught at the moment. It will continue to be live taught with some changes. So now is the best time to check out the vault if you're interested, because we're about to change it so the course starts being taped faster, but you still have an opportunity to participate. So check it out. Order Flow Vault. It's the place for you. Trade Pro Academy. Love you, YouTube. Have a good rest of your day. Take care. Goodbye. All right, Trade Pros in the room. We got a few more things to take a look at. I never know how to stop this live stream. We have to do something weird here on Zoom. And so there's always this awkward hanging moment.